my God! I thought he was imagining it. Ah!
But what happened? Oh.
Ah! No! Ah! Jesus Christ!
Sinisters of the Reject Nation! Did you hear what I called them?
Sinisters!
I called them Sinisters, baby. You're usually citizens, but today you're Sinisters, because that's right, we're watching Sinisters. Okay, Ethan Hawke on our screen. We love to see it. This is an Ethan Hawke, Scott Derrickson team up pre-Black Phone. That must be how they got together. You guys will tell me in the comments, I'm sure. I know absolutely nothing about this movie other than Tara told me it's a horror, so it makes sense that the She Jack Scream Queens Horrors are covering it. What's up, my girl Tara? How are ya?
I'm good. Just thought I'd give you a little, just like low on the volume scream, just to get
Oh,
the
that's
ears
so
prepped.
odd. But you're always so quiet, and everyone at home knows it and says that.
Yeah, but you know, we started learning. I turn my mic down now a little bit.
Can I tell you what? I don't find you to be particularly loud. I don't know whether that's because I'm from Boston or what, but like you're normal loud. Like right now, you're quiet.
Wow, look at her go.
Oh, and Wilson, wow. Yeah. Okay, so how you are is
How are you? I mean, well, how I am was fake scream, you got normal, neutral.
Right.
Good neutral.
good neutral.
Good neutral.
I'm happy to be living in Los Angeles where it's 80 degrees and sunny.
Yeah, baby.
And I'm happy that what we've chosen to do with our lives is to be inside with no windows.
I know.
No, just kidding. This is the best thing that we ever could possibly do because
It's
we love
true.
movies and we're excited to watch this one with you guys.
We are.
Grateful to be able to do it and thankful that you guys have been such supporters of the She Jacks. We are going to be watching Sinisters and we're going to be doing that in 3, 2, 1. We were having some behind-the-scene headphone issues today, so up.
Already
And the time for joking is over.
done. Sinister has begun. Oh, this is creepy. Oh, God. What? They're floating.
The tree is... No.
Oh, my God. I literally was like, they're floating up.
What was that, a rake?
It looks like a kind of like a saw.
It was like 4 people being hung from the tree on VHS or something.
Yeah.
That was wild.
That's one box.
It's for my
I'll just stay rolling all the way inside.
I'm glad we have captions on because I thought she just called the movie. That's what I heard.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Roxy.
No.
She refuses.
Ma'am,
Sheriff?
your husband around?
I hate, is your husband around? Am I not a person that can answer questions?
Right.
Painting,
Captions are in French.
Yeah.
The school here is supposed to be pretty great.
but I want my old one.
If we don't like it here, once I sell my book, we'll move back. But only if we don't like it here.
Really?
Really.
That's a big negotiation with a child.
You promise?
I promise, but you have to promise to try to like it here.
I promise.
You do? Okay, now my little artiste, what's the #1 rule?
Right.
Paint only goes in the bedroom.
And where doesn't it go?
Anywhere else in the house.
Right. Okay.
It's a really
Come with me.
good
Move some boxes.
painting that she's done.
Yeah. Also, like,
I also think good parenting that he just
Sheriff's
did.
here. Play nice
Yeah.
this time.
Like making her feel better and
I'm always nice.
I'm not kidding.
that promise,
I'm
though.
tired of driving 5 miles under the speed limit only to get ticketed anyway. Be nice.
oh, that would suck. That would piss me off.
Afternoon, Ellison Oswalt.
I know
Okay.
who you are.
Say you're not a fan.
No.
Oh.
What can I do for you?
Not much, I expect, unless I can convince you to load those boxes back on that truck and leave as soon as you're able.
Oh my God, they hate him.
No, I don't think so. But you know what? I do have a couple extra copies of Kentucky Blood in my office. If you want me to get one out and sign it for you.
does
I'll
he
do
write
that.
books about
Must
make
be.
cops look bad or something?
No, thank you, sir.
Is it the writing?
More a matter of content. You don't seem to care much for our profession.
Not everybody in your profession gets
Yeah.
it right.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you got it right in Kentucky Blood. I'll give you that. Fine piece of writing. Cold Denver morning, you got it wrong. Blood Diner,
Look, that wasn't my fault.
your bad theory helped a killer go free. You ruin people's lives.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, this town doesn't need that. It needs to heal. It needs to forget. And we sure don't want that circus that you bring with you.
There's a missing girl involved here.
She ain't missing, she's dead.
Come on.
If that girl is still alive, and it ain't no miracle, and we ain't ever gonna find her.
Oh, then I guess we should just let it go.
Huh.
You can never explain something like this. And if you were able to, the odds are you wouldn't much care for the answer. Now, we did our job. You'll see that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this is just another waste of your time, like your last 2 books.
Dang. Savage.
Writing true crime has taught me one thing. It's that whenever an officer of the law tells me that I'm wasting my time,
You're
just
right.
On the
he
right
thinks
track.
he's wasting his.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume your department is not at my disposal.
Well, what do you know? You can still get things right on occasion. I find this to be in extremely bad taste.
What is this,
I don't know.
though?
I don't know.
What was all that about?
The usual. He wanted an autograph, but he left his copy at home. He'll be back later.
That bad?
Yeah.
We didn't move in a few houses down from a crime scene again.
Tracy,
No, just don't say anything. If we did, I don't want to know about it.
Oh.
we didn't.
You promise?
I promise.
Yeah, because you're
They're living
freaking
the
in it.
house, yeah. This is a really enticing beginning. I could not be more interested. Oh,
Oh, God.
what was it, a scorpion?
It looked like something.
Oh, now I have to pick that up. Bummer.
I don't know what it is. Oh. That's probably...
11.
What?
Sammy hanging out 11.
Okay.
Barbecue 79.
So is that the kid, the girl that's missing?
Evidence.
You and I feel pretty confident that he's in the girl who's missing's house, right?
For sure.
Enjoy, kids. Not likely to be able to eat out much this time. Why not?
No, we haven't sold the old house yet.
Once it's gone, we'll be able to afford a few extra things.
This lighting is interesting.
It's terrible. Once we're not paying 2 mortgages, we'll be fine. And once I sell my new book, we'll be on Easy Street.
Easy Street.
Is the story a good one this time?
Yeah, it's good. Of course it is.
Will you take me and show me where it happened?
Oh.
Your father writes about terrible, terrible things, and I don't want you knowing anything about.
Like I shouldn't be writing about it. That's the way you say it.
Well, I'm gonna hear about it at school anyway. Kids all hate me again and tell me nonstop about what happened.
Hey, nobody hates you.
Dang, that sucks.
Well, I might as well hear it from you.
It's one thing to hear about it, it's another thing to see it. I don't want him walking in again. He's 12 years old.
Mom, he knows how old I am.
Hey, stop it. What's the first rule?
Never go in Dad's office.
And what's the rule?
Always lock Dad's office.
That's right. And I don't want to hear another thing about why we're here from anybody.
I do
Yeah.
appreciate what a supportive wife and mom she seems to be. Like, that's a difficult occupation and moving around based on his job. And I'm sure she signed up for that, but that's hard.
Not yet.
Totally.
Not coming to bed.
No, I thought I'd set up my office first to get started.
How long is it going to be?
Just an hour or 2.
No, I mean, how long are we here for this time?
Oh, God, I don't know. Could be a long one.
I liked it better when you were writing fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Nobody likes
She
my
didn't sign
fiction.
up for this.
Maybe you should try again.
Tracy, I can't do this without you by my
Sorry,
side.
I'm sorry. I just want to see you enjoying your work again.
Yeah, but...
When you're happy, we're all happy.
I just need another hit. That's all. Just one more.
You know I'm behind you on this.
True crime does sell.
That's not
Yeah.
what you're gonna say. What were you gonna say?
Yep.
That it's effing hard.
Kentucky Blood was 10 years ago. What if that was your 15 minutes?
Chasing after.
What if it was?
That sucks.
If it was, you can't just spend the rest of your life chasing after it. If you miss
That
out on
wasn't the
these
most
years with the
supportive
kids, you
sentence.
won't get them back.
Agreed.
Because how are you behind him?
I just need one more chance. That's all. One more. I got a really good feeling about this. I
Good.
really do.
Fidel, I don't think I can do this again.
No, you're not gonna have to.
No, you mean it.
Yeah, she's kind of done.
This goes sour, like last time. I'll take Trevor and Ashley and go back home to my sisters.
They're setting the
Is that
stakes
fair?
really high here. And
Yeah.
I do like her, but that's a really that's tough because I do like her, and she says she's supportive, but
Yeah, but that sentence, like 10
it's
years ago,
it's
you know.
conditional. It's like
I agree. Yeah.
but I get why this would be difficult.
Yeah. And then, like, don't go in Dad's off. This is tough. This is tough.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe someone knew he was
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
into that house, left it there
Exactly.
for him.
Ethan Hawke kind of doesn't pick bad movies to be like he does. His team does a really good job of figuring out what he's going to be in. So
Agreed.
Also curious what the budget on this is because I don't recognize any of these actors.
Yeah, besides him, yeah,
And
or the
that's
the
it.
one cop
Yeah.
or whatever, yeah. That's the tree they were from, I think.
The dad in this video looks like George Clooney. A score kind of make or break a horror movie. This one's very good so far.
Agreed. Ugh.
Oh, did it just cut to that?
It
Whoa.
did.
They sliced it together. Somebody sliced this in. Whoa. Or maybe it was just the next shot. What?
See that saw
Yeah,
that's
I
going?
see it.
Yeah. Okay. So that. I think someone was at the top of the tree, out of the shot, doing the saw thing.
Right, babe. Yeah. For sure.
For some reason, I thought maybe they just engineer it to keep going. Yeah. Okay. That it was already
Either
cut.
that or it's with a string and somebody's pulling it from down. But yeah, somebody's doing that. Unless this is a supernatural movie, which I don't believe that it is so far.
Which obviously I thought at the beginning. They're floating.
That was amazing.
what-
In all fairness to you, I said combo that did Black Phone. Black Phone has a lot of supernatural elements.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is Scott Derrickson also, who made the film.
Yeah. Why do we get the tire? The tire's there.
Okay, so when the girl's missing, is this the girl's entire family, but she's not up there?
For sure.
Or the person who was filming? I'm just going to say what we're all thinking. Ethan Hawke, total fox.
Totally hot.
Totally.
Totally hot. Hands down.
Don't like that creaking.
And I feel like them not turning on the lights is them like also trying to save money because they have 2 mortgages, which I think is an inventive way to,
Yeah, up the
without
suspense,
saying
I agree.
it, but like, you know.
I do that all the time.
Ditto.
Everybody's like, it's so nice. You love candles so much. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Daddy,
Oh.
I can't find the bathroom.
Oh.
Thank you, Daddy.
I can't tell if she's kind of sleepwalking or if she really,
Look at all these new paintings.
what she's drawing.
You really
That's
getting
effed up,
good.
dude.
Thank you. Maybe one day I'll paint something really good. Then I'll be famous like you.
Sure you will, princess.
Uh,
All right, get some sleep.
Okay.
Girl, that painting scares me.
And Daddy,
Yes.
are you gonna write a really good book this time so we can go home?
I'm gonna write the best book that anyone's ever read.
Because you are currently sleeping in the room of a girl who disappeared.
Exactly.
If I was the wife, I do think I'd be mad that he moved us in the house and didn't tell me, but also I'd rather him not tell me if there was a world in which I could never find out. Like,
Right.
kind of wouldn't want to know that.
I would know under any hope that she never finds out. Absolutely.
She's obviously going to because it's a movie and it's going to be a
Yeah.
plot point. But
agreed.
God, I'm smelling this greens thing.
We're drinking our greens today, kids. Doesn't smell that great though. Oh. Flammable. Oh no. Whoa. Oh God, this is creepy.
What was his plan if he didn't get this footage?
I know. I don't. Oh my goodness. Wow. So this murder is just after families. I would not be surprised if the next one was a family as well.
If the next what?
If the next kill was a family, which would
Like
leave
his?
like his, right? Because he looks like he's after.
It was interesting that the cop said to him, "You put the wrong person. You helped put the wrong person behind bars, or clear the wrong person, or something."
Operator,
Hi, King County Police, please.
is this an emergency?
Yes. Yes, it is.
King County Police Department.
That's
Wow.
his frickin' book. Hang up. Now we really
mean?
don't know.
No,
Well, I'd think so. Well,
no, that's him.
No,
He's
I-
just remembering.
I know, but I'm like, hang up the phone because now we don't know if we tell the cops.
No, babe. That's his book.
I know.
He's remembering that he put his own book there.
He did?
That's his own book. It's his own room. There was nothing in the house. He's just remembering he had a hit.
Yeah,
That was so
okay. I
successful.
thought that maybe they...
You came back and left the box. Why?
You were thinking the killer
Yes.
put that there? I don't think
or
so.
that the, like, okay.
I don't think he
I'm
just
with you.
clocked it. I think he just was like reminding himself,
You're
I can
right.
solve this.
Okay.
He's like, I did it once 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, the rule of threes, maybe it is.
Damn it, Ashley.
Love that lighting.
She's in her room. Yeah.
With her creepy ass little painting.
What was the deal with the horses? You just didn't
don't-
like them?
No, I loved it. And then it hit the black all over.
Yeah.
Like, no, not yeah. It was cute before, Rox.
It wasn't like blood.
It kind of looked like it. Like, what was she doing in there?
Mischievous.
Roxy
What was
said,
that growling sound?
The way this movie is lit, savage.
Yeah.
I can't see shit right now.
I know, me neither. I love our job so much, but I do, the fact that we have light on in here, it makes it very difficult to see the screen.
Normally when I do this, I could see. I still, like, you can't even. Right now, he's coming back, but, like.
Oh, in the box.
Ooh!
I feel like it's definitely an animal, right?
It's moving.
I just hear the girl.
I think you're right, Rox. Shit. The fuck? Is it a What? No, this isn't his head.
No, that's his son.
Oh my God! I thought he was imagining it. What the
Come on, wake up. Wake up. Trevor,
Oh my God.
look at the stars. Trevor.
Somebody go check on the daughter, too.
Why are we outside?
Oh my God.
You're having a bad dream, okay? One of
Dude.
those night terrors.
Oh, my
Holy
God.
sh!
It's just the stress of the move. I found him in one of the moving boxes.
That scared the fuck out of me.
He'll be all right in a few hours. Tracy,
What's the matter?
I want to tell you something.
Okay.
No.
Oh, no.
Nope.
I'm just really sorry.
It's not
Well.
your fault. It's cold. Let's go inside.
The vibes inside that house you're living in, honey. It's not good juju.
I was in a box.
It's intense.
You were in a box.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, scary.
Yeah, well, it's not the strangest place we've ever found you.
Please don't talk about the dryer.
Are we talking about the time you found Trevor trying to pee in the dryer?
I used to do that.
Did Trevor try to pee in the dryer again?
Mom.
Ashley, honey, no, your brother just had a night terror.
Is that like a bad dream?
Kind of.
Worse.
I think I had one of those.
No, well, night terror is a special kind of bad dream. We would have remembered if you had one. Don't do that.
Oh,
I'm sitting right here.
Oh, I want to hear about your bad dream.
I know.
Eat up, kids, you're running late.
Come on, you heard your mother. Grab some road breakfast and skedaddle.
I left you a fresh pot of coffee. Have a nice morning with your murder victims.
Wild sentence.
Yeah, totally.
If you're her, aren't you at some point like, no, you're trying to investigate this murder. Why haven't you left the house? Like, what are you doing in that room this whole time?
Or exactly. Or maybe she just thinks he already has all of his evidence, and now he
But
just
then why'd
needed
you
to
move us here?
to be here to
For the
write.
vibes?
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, you're right.
At some point, I'm saying to my husband, you move us
Yeah.
here, leave the home.
Totally. Oh God, by the pool. Oh God, this is.
Is it always 4 people that we go after?
See, I was thinking that too because it's like I think so. Because if there's only 2 more, then yes. So one before this was 4. That's why I put together. I think it'll be Ethan's family next because it's only 4 of them too.
Yeah, but with the girl was Sammy. It must have been a family bigger than 4.
You're
'cause
right.
She's
if
missing.
she's still right.
Oh, look
Oh
at that.
my God! What the fuck?
Dude, this is when you go to the police.
Oh my God. Dude, no. Mm-mm. Ugh. Oh, what the what?
Oh my God.
This is some devil juice.
How are you gonna look this up? Black eyes. Oh.
Well, you just tape them together.
Oh, it's just lit on fire.
Oh, okay. Here we go. God, yeah, we've already seen this gnarly juice. Ah. Yeah.
Oh no. They're fighting.
You and Dad do lots of thinking. If you did, we wouldn't be
You don't
here.
know what you're talking about.
I know more than you.
Go to your room, Trevor.
Uh-oh.
Your son is acting out again.
All right, what did he do?
He drew a picture with a permanent marker on the classroom whiteboard.
Oh.
Tell him what you drew. I drew a tree. With 4 people hanging from it. Go to your room, Trevor. I need to speak to you.
How does he know that? Oh, probably because they all know it.
Your book is about a family that was hung? Christ, Ellison.
But that's all he heard?
That's not enough.
Oh, well.
Nothing about what happened to these people is okay. But bad things happen to good people, and they still need to have their story told. They deserve that much.
I love how minimal the lighting is in this movie.
You're a real man of the people.
Oh, come on.
That window keeps freaking me out.
And if she knew that that's the tree they were hung from, oh boy, oh boy.
I'm putting the kids to bed.
Kiss them goodnight for me.
You getting good work done?
Yeah.
Please keep the door closed.
He can tell she's pissed, yeah. Which I get. I mean, that was the whole thing. Lock
He's
the
drinking.
office, yeah, and like, because we can't have the kids stumbling upon all that stuff you have hung up.
And it sounds like Trevor already did.
Yeah. Well, no, the kids told him.
Not from this one when she said.
Yeah, right. Which I'm like, the next thing the kids are gonna tell him is you're living in the freaking house, dude. Freaks me out.
Dude, of course, especially because we know all these videos end in somebody. I understand him wanting to have a hit, but you have all this information and you're not giving this to the cops is brutal. The investigators.
Right. Oh, thank God they left the dog alive. If they killed the dog, I
You
mean,
and Craig.
Ooh, can't.
I need you to care that they slit a person's throat.
I do care, but just animals are perfect. They've done nothing. These people might be bad. Maybe it's a vengeance kill. It's probably not. Oh, God. Oh, man.
So this child, I'm just curious, where does he play into your, maybe it's a vengeance kill, maybe he's done something wrong theory?
Yeah, he's just a bad guy. It's when it's kids and pets. Pets to be animals, he hurts me. Kids, also, no.
I wanted to know what the daughter's bad dream was. I feel like she has some answers.
That's like a symbol or something.
Sinister symbol, something.
Watch us find like the cop with like that tattoo or something. Like I think that they're in on something.
Really furrowing his brow. Concerned about his
Roxy
11s.
does not like it when the 11s look like they might stay forever.
I have heavy 11s, and I regret looking like that all the time.
She doesn't like the old furrowing
Sleepy
of the
Time
brow.
98 does not sound good, dude.
No.
No, I don't mind it. I'm just saying now it looks like I'm pissed all the time. Miller family murders, not my Grammy.
And it said the
Papa's.
son.
Grisly murders of a local family found earlier this week. Police have released this photo of Christopher Miller,
Son is still missing.
the missing 13-year-old son of William and Penny Miller. The Millers, along with their younger son, were found stabbed inside their home.
Okay, so he wasn't killed.
Multiple murder and child.
But only 2 people killed. Okay.
Yeah, so
seems like they're not killing the kids. Or
Exactly.
the pets.
So I'm
Maybe
wondering-
you're the killer. They've got a code, and it's the
Look at her
Terra
go.
code.
Look at her go.
Did the killer leave this box for him to find?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, but what's he doing with all the kids? Where'd they go? Oh, I do not like that. Holy tamale. I hate this.
I've only ever heard holy moly. Holy tamale is.
Holy tamale's a whole other one.
Did you make it up?
Yeah.
I know hot tamale and I know holy moly.
Holy tamale.
Holy tamale, baby.
Yep.
What door is that even? I don't know where we are now.
And I'm like, why isn't it? Well, I guess they were all asleep, so they're not going to be wondering, like, why are the lights out? But
Who knows? The turn back is.
don't turn it off.
Oh no.
Ah! Shite.
But what happened?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It went boom.
I know. I heard a boom, but I don't know from where or what.
Maybe it's his son, unless because they didn't reveal to us if he saw the son or the daughter or the wife in the bed.
He just grabbed a knife, which is Tara's grab a weapon advice.
Grab a weapon.
I'm just scared about grab a weapon when both your kids.
I know.
sleepwalk.
I know. Well, at least one of them. Yeah.
And we saw her try to find the bathroom, and we thought she was maybe sleepwalking too.
Son was in a freaking moving box. I wouldn't be surprised. I guess he got up in the attic too. But oh god,
I think he probably checked his son's room. I think that's what we saw though.
Ah! Shite! What was that?
Does it look like a book?
I can't tell. I'm like, ugh, this is freaking me out, y'all. I don't know what we're looking at. Okay, now. Is it moving? The bot? It's just going to be a rat or something. Oh, it's a snake.
Snake.
Interesting. Okay.
That's like
is that
Sinister
yeah.
snake. I don't know. Snake.
In the South, that's like normal, right? Yeah, true. That I'm wondering if it was placed there or if that's a normal, like, Southern thing that you find just like snakes around. Oh, never mind. That was a message.
Inside of the box.
Pool party.
Right. We saw that. Mr. Boogie.
That's what it said in both the drawings. Oh, and in the car. The person holding the camera is the boy that disappeared?
Maybe.
And drawing these? He's been helping with them?
That's a good call.
And the girl that disappeared also?
Right, because we know that it's a boy and a girl, and I'm like, well, we don't, yeah. No!
Okay, wife's got to come out, right?
Yeah, somebody, I mean, the whole freaking family's got to be like, what the hell?
Really, I'm fine.
I'd prefer to take you down to the hospital to have this checked out. I think you should get stitches. Can't force you, though.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
Let's go see this hole. So you say you heard a loud
Is this the guy
thump
from
and
It that
footsteps
passed
in the
away
attic after the
recently?
power went out?
Yes.
Oh, maybe.
No, come on.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
It's not possible to close it from inside the attic.
No, I didn't say anyone was up there. I just said it sounded like there was an intruder. I did see a small snake, though.
Snakes don't have feet. I'm guessing that you got squirrels with no way in or out up there and all the power going off in the neighborhood. I bet that they got spooked from the sound of
He's not saying the snake used the ladder, duh.
everything shutting down at once.
I'm not really a squirrel guy.
Oh.
I did kill a scorpion when we first moved in here, though, so maybe I should get an exterminator.
It was a
You were
scorpion.
right.
Officer,
Yeah.
thank you very much. I will, if there's anything else I can do for you.
Actually, there is.
Oh.
I left my copy of Kentucky Blood down at the station. It would really mean a lot to me if you signed a copy.
Of course, I got a few extra copies of my
Oh, my God.
You got a map with pictures connected with yarn and everything? This is
Deputy,
incredible.
I need you to step outside, okay? No, this is my private office. I'm serious.
Oh.
You know there's a page in your books where you always say nice things about all the people that helped you out?
The acknowledgements?
Yeah, and in each one there's always like a...
He wants to be one?
Yeah.
line that says, I couldn't have done this without the tireless efforts of deputy local police department.
Right.
I could be like,
I could be that deputy.
Your deputy.
There are a few things you could do for me, actually.
Really?
Yeah, this could be perfect. Do you have a notepad?
Oh.
Yes.
Right. Do you need a pen?
Okay.
Yes.
I need the street address of a crime. 1998, St. Louis. A family was stabbed to death. Actually, they had their... It was a pretty ugly affair. I also need any details you can get me on another murder. 1979, a family was burned alive, parked inside their own car in their own garage.
Oh.
You think that the two cases are related?
Oh, no, I'm just doing research.
I can definitely get this for you. I gotta wait till the sheriff leaves the office, but I will get it.
Thank you very much, Deputy So-and-so.
Deputy so-and-so.
Okay.
How are you going to write a thanks in your book to Deputy so-and-so?
I'm sorry. I was angry at Trevor today, and I took it out on you.
No, don't be sorry. I know the move's been hard for you.
Trying, Al.
I think that's the guy.
I just want you here with me, that's all.
I've always been with you, and I'm with you now.
Yeah, it is.
Pleased to have Ellison Oswalt on our program tonight. His new book is called Kentucky Blood. Ellison, good to have you on.
Very good.
Thanks for having me. It's a real pleasure.
Yeah, I like him.
That sucks.
Man, I got into this. This is pretty graphic stuff. So let me start by asking why spend so much time investigating such grisly content?
Yeah. I think he was in Bring It On, too.
Fame and money? No, I'm just kidding. The honest answer is that I'm really driven by a sense of injustice.
Oh my God, his hair.
Police work, getting something wrong means ruining people's lives. Good crime writing can set things right.
Okay.
So ultimately, what feels better, seeing justice done or seeing your book, Kentucky Blood, #1 on the New York Times bestseller?
Oh my God.
The justice, no, without question. I'd rather cut my hands off than write a book for fame or money.
That's what he's doing now. In a way, he wants to win again. God, is the guy gonna make him cut his hands off?
What? Oh my God.
He said around.
I know.
And now that's where I'm going.
I think it's just all this is reminding him of who he is. And he's like, I got to figure this out for justice. There's little kids missing. They must be involved with either the filming or execution or the drawing, So maybe that's why maybe he's going to target this family because maybe he wants their little kids.
Yeah. Especially if they're the one, Oh, the mask again, okay.
Because who else would write Mr. Boogie?
A kid, right? Because Boogeyman. Because that guy looks like a boogeyman.
And Mr.
Totally.
Maybe he comes to them in their dreams and makes them do it. I don't know. This could be a supernatural thing. Both the kids waking up in a box.
And that's creepy as hell.
Maybe he is the boogeyman.
The kid?
No, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
like
it is
actually
right. Yeah, he's trying to find Mr. Boogie and all. Yeah, there he is. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Creepy.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's obviously there's a physical manifestation of him, but I just wonder, he's not really a human.
I feel like maybe it's a mask.
Yeah, I would think so too. Because of Black Phone, did you see it?
I did. No, not 2. I saw 1.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking
yeah, there might be
like a little supernatural-esque something. I don't know. It's looking like Gene Simmons.
Are you making Daddy his coffee?
Yes.
Can I help? I want to bring it to him.
Sure, honey.
So cute.
But we have to make it just right. He's very particular about his coffee.
the old French press, huh?
Yeah, but why do I feel like they did close-ups on that on purpose for something for us later on?
Brought you your coffee, Daddy.
There must have been more to that.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, Mr. Oswalt.
Oh, he really doesn't.
She wanted to hang out.
There was a Martinez family in Sacramento, California that died in their garage in 1979, and their car was set on fire. One of their sons, he was 9 years old, they never found him.
There's another one.
Do you have a street address?
Yeah, it's 2976 Piedmont Way, St. Louis.
Wait, did you say 2976, like 2976?
Yeah, why? Does that mean something to you?
That.
No, it doesn't. No, thank you, Deputy.
See you in 2976.
Before the Stevensons moved here, they lived where the Miller family murders happened. Holy.
Oh my God. Oh.
Nope! Nope!
Okay, so there must be a supernatural element, right? Like that just, he didn't hit play, that just moved.
I did not like that. That was... That's him. Oh, shit.
That's him looking for stuff in the attic.
Yeah. What's that on his shoulder? What's it? Oh, no. Shit. Yep. Nope.
So now your kids are no longer safe and you know that. So now you have to actually talk to your wife. You move them into this house and talk to the cops, say what's going on. Because now this is extremely irresponsible what you're doing. Somebody just videotaped you. You know it. So
yeah,
that means they were in your fucking house. They did play this like a straight non-supernatural horror for the first almost hour of this movie. Until that one moment.
Until that, yeah.
Ashley, Trevor.
Is his son watching this? Oh no.
God. It's probably the kids, right? Shoot. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh God.
Turn the lights on. So you're not completely freaked that was just playing, dude?
I know. You mean for him?
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
You have no follow-up questions as to why that was just playing randomly?
Exactly. Well, see, now I think if he's wondering if he's trying to match up the picture to see if he's actually still outside or something. Because we know he closed his laptop. Shoot. I think you're right. I think it's the boogeyman gets in your head. I mean, obviously, with the computer and the moving, but I'm like, how is this going to reveal itself to us? Oh, God. The fog pumping through. It's spooky.
Oh, God. The fog. Oh, I thought it was going to be his son. Yeah, it is his son.
Jesus.
Oh, God, is he okay?
This freaking kid needs to be drugged.
It's way worse than it was.
Yeah.
The doctor in the morning.
Yeah.
So I used to I left something outside.
Here's where my inquisitive ass would be like, what did you leave outside?
Exactly.
Oh,
my God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Good dog.
So we've got a scorpion, a snake, and a dog.
My bad.
God, is he going to have to kill?
Oh.
What? Those are all the missing kids. Is this all in his head? I don't know. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
Trevor's too old to still be having these. Drop the book.
She knows something. Yeah, see?
He's never been this bad. You've never been this bad. You gave it this book for less than a week and you're already a mess.
It's bad juju.
Something
Listen
that's
to
eating
your
you
wife.
up, and whatever it is, it seems to be getting to Trevor as well. Something's different this
Something's
time.
different. You want to know what it is, huh?
Oh, God.
How much do you want to know?
I want to know why you're different.
I'm different because I've never been onto something this big before.
Here he goes.
Do you remember how it was when I was riding Kentucky? Do you remember that?
I remember.
Well, this is much bigger than that. Much.
Mm.
You know, we could live wherever we want.
I don't care about any of that.
You do. Everybody does. But this is my shot, Tracy.
Mm.
You just what?
I'm just worried about you.
Well, don't be. Nothing is wrong.
Then why did you come in white as a ghost?
Everything is wrong.
Because I saw a dog. I mean, I've never seen him before.
Did you get rid of
He's
him?
gone. He's gone. Listen, I just need a little more time.
He would cut off his hands before he'd do it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Every minute that we're here, we're a minute closer to that happy ending that we always dreamed of. We're almost there.
Mm. See, this is where, if he was really listening to her, he'd be like, go to your sisters and leave me here.
Mr. Oswalt, these came in this morning. I had a few of the pertinent files pulled for you and had them faxed over.
Thanks.
You think I could come in for a second? I know what you must think of me, some small-town deputy that's starstruck with the famous writer, but I'm not some local moron.
I'd say you were...
I have a degree in criminology. I've taken my fair share of forensic science courses. I also know a series of connected murders when I see one, Mr. Oswalt.
Mm.
We missed something. I get that. If you want me to run interference for you while you get this worked out, I gotta be in the loop. Just a little bit.
I think that's fair.
You really want to help?
And he is a cop.
It's my home, Mr. Oswalt.
Yeah.
What happened here happened to all of boss.
Totally.
Yeah, but also, do we trust him?
No.
Who is that?
I don't know. That's what I'm hoping to find out.
Do you think these are serial murders?
Maybe.
Okay, so he can see him too.
But over time, the first one I found dates back to the 60s.
The 1960s?
Yeah.
Wait, that would put the guy, what, in his 70s?
Or his 60s.
I don't know.
Look at the methodology.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That.
Toxicology reports some cases the killer victims.
With what?
Well, they couldn't tell for sure, but by drugging them, the killer removes his need to overpower them. Here he used a tree branch to do the heavy lifting. In Sacramento, he lit family on fire. In St. Louis,
Maybe he is
throats. First family he drowned.
Which leaves the cop out of it.
The only other significant link between the murder cases is that in each instance, the killer murdered the entire family except one.
Oh, yeah.
A child, which he took with him. That and this symbol appears in several of the crime scenes.
That looks like something from out of the occult. You might want to call the university. There's a professor over there, Professor Jonas. He's an occult crime expert, and the state police bring him in on some of the weirder stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I think this qualifies.
So where do you think that drowning happened?
That's what I need you to find out.
He let him in on it.
Yeah, I'm glad we have him because
I just feel like we're prepping his son to take him and kill the rest of the family. And maybe it's not because he's old, it's because it's kids, so they can't do heavy lifting. So they have to, like, maybe the boogeyman can't physically do anything.
Right. Another family of 4.
And who left this box?
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh my God, are we gonna like run somebody over with the? Jesus Christ!
Remember that time I told you weren't that loud?
She takes it all back now, and I don't blame her. Holy.
That was an intense one.
That was so scary.
In the hallway. That's from the late 90s in St. Louis. The other one, the car hood, that is from Sacramento. That's about 30 years ago.
Tell me about the one in Sacramento.
I think it's a fair time for a ciggy.
It's a symbol associated with the worship of a pagan deity.
A deity? What kind of deity?
A very obscure one.
I'm gonna have a heart attack doing this job, y'all.
Bughuul, the eater of children.
Did you say eater?
Yes, of children. The crimes that you're dealing with, they all have the element of a missing child, correct?
Yes. So you're saying the person that made this symbol is eating children?
Well, that would fit the stories. Now, of course, the few times that this symbol has shown up.
Oh.
So this might be more of a cult initiation rather than, the actual actions of any one man. There's been another one, hasn't there?
I think so.
Tell me everything you can.
That guy kind of creeped me out a little bit because he was so smiley.
Yeah.
I was a fan, but changing the locks is clearly not going to help. Locking your son in, not going to help.
It's on. That's the sound of the drrrr.
Yeah. Then it's going to be your daughter.
Crap.
Or nobody again.
Just the same thing. It's always that image.
Like, one time you could think that you forgot to turn something off. Two
Totally.
times and it's like, something's wrong. You have kids.
The fuck?
That's one of the girls.
Yep.
I was missing.
See, but then is she gonna just vanish into the ether?
We heard it takes time to take their souls. He can
Yeah.
take their souls over time. So
Over
maybe the one
time.
that's most recently gone, he can still save. Or maybe if they take his son, he can still save his son because it takes time to.
Yeah, to take the whole thing.
Wait, who's that one? The little boy that went missing?
Yeah, it looks like a boy. Yep. Oh yeah, you're looking like 70% of his soul's missing. That's a little Pennywise
That's
juice
what I was
right there.
thinking. You'll float too.
Yeah.
Hit us with that yellow. I mean, I'm sure that's an homage, right? Although, what year was this? So it would have been an homage to the OG.
I think this is 2012. So.
Back on.
Oh, what is it playing now? Is it just like a... Oh, okay.
Is that the daughter's room?
That's the daughter.
So the last one was the son. Oh, is it not her? It's one of the... Oh.
Oh, she's scared? She sees...
Yeah,
Oh! Ah! She could see the little girl. Shite. That's scary.
She said she's been having bad dreams.
Yep. See? And she
Maybe
made
he's
that
been-
weird ass art.
The boogeyman's been figuring out which one of the two of them he wants to take.
Oh. Roxa!
I could have done a worse moment. He's sitting on a couch.
It's
babe.
true. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should feel grateful.
You did good. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is this light? What is this? This is a car. Is this? I do appreciate this
I think
locked
the
off
daughter's gonna be
shot.
gone.
Yeah, you might be right.
Oh, but no, but because he doesn't kidnap the kids before he kills the family. They're just indoctrinating her, so she won't be gone. But she,
Yeah, they would have to die first, and then he would take
exactly. So maybe she's indoctrinated.
So I appreciate you coming by, officer.
Oh, yeah, it's not a problem at all.
So we're becoming friends.
I suppose, yeah.
I mean, I can trust you, right?
Yeah.
Always in the shadows.
Yep.
So if I were to ask you something in earnest, you wouldn't read too much into it.
All right.
Was there anything weird with Stevenson's? No complaints from them about anything?
That's the family that lived here.
No, not to my knowledge.
The investigators, did they notice anything odd or inexplicable about the house? Any weird stories?
No. Mr. Oswald is... Okay, look, clearly something happened and you want to talk to somebody about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, does your wife know about it?
Does she know you're living in the house?
Does she know whose house this was?
No, dude. Why would he tell her that?
Oh, that is a conversation that I would not want to be around for.
No, me neither.
I'm sorry, so what?
Me neither.
Saw something weird, heard something spooky in the house? What exactly?
I don't believe in any stuff.
Stuff, you mean the supernatural, the metaphysical, the paranormal, that type of stuff?
Right.
Amount of time that the Stevensons lived here, they never called the police. They never had the police called on them or reported anything bizarre that came up in the investigation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you want to know what I think?
Yes.
Who lived here before them?
I think that you moved yourself into the house of murder victims and immediately set about trying to put yourself in their headspace. And I also think
He's like,
that you've begun discovering things about this case that go to darker places than you were prepared for. Nor do I think that you're making any of this up to get attention. I don't think that. What I do think is that you are under so much stress, you put yourself under so much stress that your mind is trying to process all of it at once.
So you don't believe in any of that otherworldly stuff, right?
Are you kidding me?
Are we sure this cop exists?
I wouldn't sleep one night in this place.
When we saw him at the
Nuts.
beginning, he was
Poor
talking to
people were
another
hung by
cop,
their
right?
Necks in the tree in your backyard, and that poor little girl is probably God knows where after, but God knows what.
we did.
You should try and get out more, Mr. Oswalt. Try to clear your head.
Total honesty. I thought something was in the house.
Yeah.
And I woke up holding a baseball bat.
I guess if I thought something was in my home at night, I'd be a little bit freaked out too.
Yeah.
If you sleep in this house, it's just gonna do terrible things to your head.
Ellison!
Oh, he's looking strung out, dude.
Your daughter apparently thought there wasn't enough room on her walls for her new painting.
Ashley!
Oh, great. Here we go. What is it?
No, that's not it.
What did we talk about? It was only gave you one rule. It was a big deal for us to let you paint in your walls. And what was it? What's the rule, Ashley?
But she didn't do it.
Paint only goes in the bedroom.
And what makes you think you can paint out here?
I wanted to paint her picture, but she didn't want it in my room because that used to be her brother's room.
What?
Oh.
Who are you talking about?
Stephanie.
Who's Stephanie?
She used to live here. She's the one Daddy's writing his book about.
Here we go.
Ashley, go to your room and shut the door. What the hell were you thinking? Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Of course I knew you were going to find out eventually, okay?
I asked you if we were living near the house and you said no.
Me if we were living 2 houses down from a crime scene, and I said no.
We never should have come here.
Tracy, nobody died here.
For your few houses.
Yeah, not inside of it.
Okay, it's not like we're sleeping where somebody was killed. It's not like they had to wipe blood off the walls for the open
So you're
house.
saying it didn't happen here?
No.
On the tree outside.
It happened in the backyard.
Oh, that is so sad.
Yeah, just right in the yard.
My God, what on earth possessed you to move
We've
here?
never been this broke before.
That's no
we haven't.
excuse.
This place came on the market. It was a steal.
There we
Gee, I
go.
wonder why.
Exactly.
So what Trevor drew last week, that happened here.
Yeah.
The previous owners of this home were hung from a tree in our backyard.
Yes.
Oh, that is so sick, Ellison. And you let our little girl play back there?
Why shouldn't I?
You won't do for your goddamn book. Apparently not. I guess this is all worth it to you.
What's worth it?
Putting your family at risk.
Bet this was her audition.
Your daughter.
My daughter has a father who loves her, who is always around, who encourages her to be herself. All right, the worst thing that has ever happened to her. She moved into a house where a family was killed. She found out about the murders, all right? So she felt sorry for the little girl, so she painted up her picture.
Right.
So that's it.
What else do you want from me?
How about a home where we feel safe, Ellison?
Oh, God.
How about neighbors that don't hate us in a town where I can buy groceries without getting strange looks? How about a life that doesn't involve our kids
Yeah, I get that.
drawing and painting the sick details of some horrific tragedy or working out their deep-seated anxieties by doing bizarre shit in the middle of the night?
Right.
This book isn't for us. Yes, it's for you.
Tracy, don't say that. Don't say that. That's not true.
It is true. There are plenty of other ways you can provide for this family.
Doing what? Teaching?
Yeah.
Editing journalism textbooks? Don't you understand
He doesn't want to do that.
that writing is what gives my life meaning?
Yeah.
These books are my legacy.
It's a really tough fight.
Yeah.
I have always supported you.
It's
doing
like
what you
dream
love,
versus
Ellison,
family.
But writing isn't the meaning of your life.
She should definitely take the kids and go to her sister's for a little.
You and me, right here, this marriage, that's the meaning of your life. And your legacy, that's Ashley and Trevor.
It's the
your
kids. But he.
are your
Yeah.
legacy.
Now you make the decision to go, I leave now.
Got your daddy in trouble.
No, sweetie. Your daddy got daddy in trouble.
I'm sorry I painted on the wall.
They were screaming.
Yeah.
I know. And get a good night's sleep.
He's watching his Arnold tapes
Yeah.
about if he wanted a family.
All of a sudden, your career doesn't seem to matter so much. You want kids. You start to see other people with kids, and you think, I want that.
What he just said on the TV is. That would hurt as like a wife.
Why? I feel
'Cause
like
he
he was
said-
saying he does want kids, and you get a little older and you think about those things.
He said, your career doesn't look so good. You get older, and then you start to think about kids. What the heck? What the hell is this? Oh. Oh, no. Now I feel like he's like sleepwalking, but I think he's pretty aware.
I totally get why he's drinking whiskey, but like you gotta stop because you need to make sure
Yeah.
you're like
That
super
you're on it.
clear-headed. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone.
But we're hearing it.
Right. The heck?
What the heck, dude?
What is happening?
Music.
That's such a creepy shot. Great lighting. No, no. Nope. Oh, no, Rox. I see you. I see you! Nope.
Or your kids?
I'm scared. Ah! God. What the hell?
How has nobody heard you?
Exactly. No, what are you doing? Don't go near it. Oh, God. Okay, fine. He's gonna burn.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do that?
I mean, I guess, like, evil stuff like we have learned. You know, when you burn it, it might get rid of it. Maybe that's why. Got to get rid of the film. Then
that was evidence of all of these murders.
I know. But
also, I don't believe this is happening because where's your wife?
yeah, this whole family
Are you
must
hearing
be
the
drugged
counting?
up.
Are you hearing the counting
Yeah.
and seeing
Oh,
this?
see?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, there she. Okay, yeah.
What's the matter? What's happened?
All right, I made a mistake. We should have never come to this house. We have to leave now.
Oh, you're freaking me out here.
Get the kids, pack the car. We have to leave. Go!
Jesus.
Maybe don't scream at her.
Yeah, maybe not the don't, but hey, he's
Maybe what?
maybe the don't was way too aggressive.
He said
but,
go.
oh, is that what he said? Go or whatever he said. It was too much.
Oh, look, the face. The devil was just in that. Did you see it?
I didn't.
The burn outline. That was crazy. We're hearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, and like a kid's.
Honey, slow down.
I just want to get on the highway.
You've been drinking.
I want to put as much road between us and this town as I can, okay?
All right. Oh.
Speeding and drinking. Drinking and speeding.
Evening, Oswalt.
Sheriff?
License and registration. Driving pretty fast for this time of the night, don't you think? Anything I ought to know about?
Yeah.
Just trying to take your advice, that's all.
Which advice would that be?
Leave town and never look back.
So let him go. Don't write him a ticket.
You weren't bullied away or anything, were you?
I'm sorry?
If you've been mistreated, I want to know about it.
There isn't going to be any book.
No book?
No, sir.
Well, then,
Rip that right up.
I don't see any reason for me to have your autograph. One more favor. Hold it under 60 till you cross the county line until you're somebody else's problem.
Yes, sir.
That's not what I was expecting.
Did you mean that?
About the book? Yeah.
You promise?
Oh, no.
I promise. Let's go home.
Sounds like the last place they lived, there's people that don't like them either, though.
Yeah, because of the other, yeah.
This goes in the office. Right in there
The
on
other
the right.
books, too. Or...
Hey, Al. $10 says Trevor Street through the night.
No, I'm not taking that bet.
That's a nice-ass house. Damn.
Oh.
There's something here to do with permanent marker. Remember the kid permanent marker whiteboard in class? Oh.
You're looking at an engraving, an old sketch from the Dark Ages, and
That's a
fragments
scorpion,
of a
snake.
deteriorating fresco.
Dog. Or maybe horse.
Yeah.
Lived in the images themselves, and that they were gateways into his realm. He saw the images and caused them to do terrible things, or in some cases, he could even abduct the viewer into the images themselves.
Why'd you send them to me?
Right.
What if you destroyed them?
Sorry, I don't follow.
If you destroyed the images with a fire, what would happen then?
Right.
If an image was destroyed, then the gateway would be closed and Bughuul would no longer have access to this
Yeah.
world, right?
That's what he was trying to do.
What kind of book are you writing exactly?
I don't know. I'm not even sure I have a book anymore, but thank you for your time.
Anytime.
Oh. Oh, he's going to wake up. It's going to be playing on the computer. I already know.
So-and-so? Yeah. It's the kids. Oh, it's the box.
Oh.
Home movies. He
Oh,
burnt
no.
it.
Yep. Back at it again. Oh, my God. What if it's like...
Extended cut
God.
endings.
Oh, God.
I think it's a no from me, dog.
Dude. Oh, boy.
So-and-so?
For sure. He's gonna be like, I found some shit. Just answer it, dude.
I was compiling all of the data that you've had me collecting, and once I started putting it together into a nice readable package, I saw the connection was obvious.
Yeah.
Each family that you had me look up had previously lived in the house where one of the earlier murders took place.
That's why he's next!
All 5 of them.
Yes, and when you put them in chronological order, you can actually draw a line from murder to murder to murder. Okay, we knew that the Stevensons previously lived in the same St. Louis house where the Millers had their throats cut.
When you move out is when you die.
But before the Miller family was killed, the Millers lived in the same house in Orange County where the Deluzio lawn massacre occurred.
Uh-huh.
Guess where the Deluzios lived before they moved to Orange County?
Sacramento, where the Martinez family was burning their garage.
Exactly. Pattern goes back to the 1966 Oregon drownings. Listen, Mr. Oswalt, you just moved out of the last house in line. If this guy is still out there, you not only just sped up his timeline, you put yourself in it.
Thanks, Deputy.
Well, I think we already knew that because that guy knew that they were going to go back home. That's why he left all this stuff. Is she just going to like walk into frame now? The boogeyman?
See him climbing down from the tree? Somebody climbing down from the tree.
Yep. Oh, it's a little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Stephanie.
It's going to be one
It's
little
just
boy,
little
yeah.
boy, right. Okay. Yeah, it's all the kids.
So one of his kids going to try to kill the rest of the family tonight.
Gotta be. Creepy. Oh, the heck? Ew.
Realize you have 2 little kids, sir.
Yeah, and that you just moved. Like, you need to keep an eye out. Oh my gosh, she lawnmowed over her family. She crazy.
You are gonna get drugged in your coffee by your daughter. I think something like that.
Yeah, you might be. Maybe that's why he's already feeling weird. See, look at
he
him.
was drugged in his coffee.
Already. That's why it's pounding the coffee rocks.
I knew the coffee would come back into it. Good night, Daddy.
Oppa! Dang, dude. But how's she gonna?
There she is.
How's she gonna poison?
I like that you made the movies longer. They're better this way.
Oh God. Okay, honey. Oh no. I knew you was a creep from your little weird ass painting in your room, girl.
It's not her fault.
Oh, she got the boogeyman inside of her. Dang, I'm telling you right now, that little girl set that up with all the plastic. That's like a professional job right now. Is that the dad or the mom? I can't. Oh, it's a mom.
Don't worry, Daddy. I'll make you famous again.
Oh, no. How is she strong enough to move them? It's the power of the boogeyman inside of her, I guess.
Or the other kids did it with her.
Oh, the symbol.
Yeah.
She's living it now. Okay,
Old
girl.
dog.
Aww.
That would look like a scorpion. I'm not sure there. Oh, devil face.
Oh, that's the horses. Here comes your new Sinister family.
Who's watching this?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Oh, her hands are red. Oh, she already did it?
I guess so.
No way. She chopped their heads off with the axe?
And now what? She's going to pop up into that? Ah! Oh, God.
Wow.
Ugh.
That's it?
Oh, man. That's creepy as hell. Okay, all right.
Wow.
Okay.
They definitely have been giving us some recently that don't have so happy of endings.
Don't I know it? God, don't even. We won't bring it up.
Oh, watch credits, Tara. Watch credits.
Okay,
watch
girl.
credits.
I really got to pee. Should I just run and pee real quick? Would the credits go?
Oh, pause it.
Pause it?
I don't think there's going to be a post-credit sequence.
Yeah,
do you?
no.
All right, Reject Nation. We just watched Sinister, and it had a really happy ending. All's well that ends well. Am I right?
Yep.
No, it did not. At least, I don't know if you guys have seen the other ending that pissed me off recently, but at least this one didn't piss me off that kind of way.
Nope, never seen her like that before in my life.
But let us know how you guys felt about it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're on Apple, Spotify, don't forget 5 stars. I read everything you guys have to say, so be kind. And I tell Tara about the kind one, so otherwise it will never get to her.
Yeah.
So be cool. You know who is cool? Prepper. Thanks for helping edit us down. Movies like this are very difficult because there's a lot of scary stuff going on that the tubes of you do not like. So we appreciate you, Prepper. We also appreciate our patrons. Patreon.com/RealRejects. Couldn't do it without you guys. You guys help not only keep the lights on, but always constantly upgrade the channel by upgrading the place that we are, all the things that we do.
And buying our merch.
Yeah, so the thing about it over there is that Greg and John cover stuff exclusively. You get discounts on our merch, rejectnationshop.com. You also get to sync up with your own copy, and you get all that good juice. So if you're not a patron already, really highly consider it. That's where all the, what are they, Royal Rejects?
Yeah, the
Righteous? The Royals. The Royals are. That's where the cool kids go.
Yeah.
That's what I'll call them. And other than that, we appreciate you joining us for what I think is still Horror Thursday.
Yeah.
I think we're the only ones with the day of the week anymore. And that's a She-Ject original. Hell yeah. Let's go,
That's us, baby.
All right, Tara. We are going to get to some Patreon questions because that's how we do our reviews now.
Yeah.
We lead our reviews with the questions you guys have. But before we do that, just brief thoughts in general on Sinister.
Yeah, I loved it. I really like that the boogeyman came in at the end, scared the pants off me. I like how much this movie just keeps you guessing. Is it real? Are they there physically? Is it in his head?
Totally.
Is it the boogeyman? Like, what are we seeing? And it was really only, like, as you mentioned, an hour in that his face turns in the computer, and we're like, what in the holy tamale? I like how smartly it's
now you're holy tamaleing left, right,
all over the place.
Yeah.
And the connections of like, oh, if they lived in the killers of the people who died house before, and then they move, and then it's their time to go. I like that. I like the writing, and obviously Ethan Hawke, he's 10 out of 10. So this was a good time.
I'm super duper with you. I was really into this movie almost immediately.
Yeah.
And the only reason I thought it might be a supernatural thing is because you take the guy who does Doctor Strange and you take the guy who does Black Phone, and you're like, all right, where did this guy come from?
Yeah.
And this makes perfect sense. Like, you could see how Scott Derrickson went from this to his other projects. It's so up his alley. I think that they were really smart about how they spent their budget on this movie. They gave us that one major star. They gave us a reason why some of the lights aren't on some of the times. They gave us a reason why we are limited to the amount of locations that we're using and why we're staying inside. Right. And I think that all those things just boded really well for this. I do feel like sometimes it's okay to not fully know, but I still can't really describe what happened in this movie. Like, if you were like, what? So who is the boogeyman? I would be like, creepy looking dude who can transfer from technology to not, and like is inside your head and not whatever. Like, I don't fully understand the rules of the boogeyman, but it didn't really matter because he was creepy as shit.
Yeah.
And it made sense enough that it was like this lore that was told to us by who we reached out to, the professor. Who told us, like, this is what the lore is, and that he eats kids and he's taking from their soul. So good enough for me. I thought that was really an interesting explanation, and it made for a very creepy movie. So really enjoyed it. Let's see what the patrons have to ask us, and we'll go from there. Jaden Rhodes, thank you, Jaden. This is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. The insanely creepy tapes will always send chills down my spine. This movie is on record for being the scariest movie of all time, and it was the lawnmower scene that put it there. But the one that makes me feel the most uneasiness is easily either the opening or the drowning one. But I'm curious, out of all the tapes, which one makes you feel the most uneasy? What does it mean that this is on record of being the scariest movie of all time? What record? It was really scary. It was creepy for sure. And Tara screamed a few times.
Yeah, I did. Like, pretty loud.
Tara's Googling right now. Is Sinister on record for being the scariest movie? We'll see. Okay, the results.
I mean, I'm with you. I think the lawnmower.
The results are giving us Reddit, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's taken a long time, but yeah. Okay, there are a lot of people who Sinister titled #1 most scariest movie of all time, and by experts in a new science experiment.
That's interesting.
In October of 2025.
That's interesting. Listen, like,
wow.
As somebody who's covered a ton of horror on the channel, myself and Tara included, I will say for me personally, I found Terrifier to be scary. Is more of a scary type of movie for me. I also found Human Centipede to be so horrifying. But this is what was the other? In the Evil Dead franchise, I think it was really, really freaky.
Yeah.
But I do understand why somebody would say this is the scariest, and I do think it was excellently done. So, I could see that. Which of the tapes did you made you feel the most uneasy?
Well, I think I was gonna say maybe Lawnmower. I know you're asking for the next one. I mean, I guess people just burning them up in the car, and they were still kind of like awake.
Mine was the pool. Drowning is a huge fear.
Yeah,
like to be drugged and then drowning, and then to watch that was.
It's tough.
Each one of them was really unique and horrifying.
I think that's what made it the scariest is those films and that they were so realistic.
They play on our fears. Like some people are afraid to burn to death, some to die, to drown, some to be hung. Like everything that you've ever been afraid of.
Is shown to you.
Really good. You want to hit us with J-Del?
Yeah. If you were Ellison and discovered those disturbing film reels in the attic, do you think curiosity would make you keep watching, or would you have stopped the moment you realized the footage was connected to real murders? I feel like Roxy would be like, cops!
I definitely would keep watching.
Away. Yeah.
And I've to be fully transparent, I've never called the cops before. That's not like I'm not like a let me call the cops.
Right.
If I that's in my attic and I have children,
scary, and
I know that they're trying to solve a murder and they've claimed they've done everything, even if it's just to say like fucking told you so, you guys haven't looked up, barked up everything. I'm calling them. So I'm probably watching, but I'm saying I don't trust you guys anymore. If you guys want to watch this, you guys have to come here and watch at my place. We're watching together. Like I want to. So, but yeah, I would watch, but I would definitely alert the authorities. What about you?
Okay, here's the thing. I think I would stop it right away because I'd be too scared and be like, this is freaking me out. And then I would have to finish it.
Okay, I'm with you.
It's bad, but yeah, that's it.
The ADHD overlord, Deshijax. That's us. This is the best sound design of any horror movie of the time, in my opinion. Which sound was the one that made you want to be deaf at the time of most? Lulz.
Probably the little girls counting 1, 2, or whatever
that.
Creepy as hell. I hated that.
The growling thing was creepy too.
Yeah.
There was something else earlier on that really freaked us out. I agree. The sound design was excellent.
It was.
We talked about it during.
And it's like subtle, like the projector, and then it was like the snake, but it didn't sound like it. Like. There was some shit in here.
Yeah, I agree. Because the movie was so dark, and also because we're watching a light room, so it was even darker, all we had to go off at times was sound. So I was like, where the fuck is that coming from?
Ugh.
When the box dropped or like things like that.
That was scary.
Really, really well done. All right, Master T.
I find this movie to be one of the creepiest movies I've ever seen. It gives you an uncomfortable feeling the whole movie. Do you ladies agree or disagree? Yeah.
You know, I'm so glad that you and Master T and Jaden, I definitely thought it was creepy, but I'm surprised. You guys are usually pretty harsh critics at home, like in terms of like how much you tolerate how scary something is.
Right.
A lot of times we'll think something's scary and you guys are like, that wasn't that scary.
It was fine.
But you guys all being like, this is so scary.
Right.
I feel like maybe because supernatural stuff isn't the scariest stuff for me.
Right.
It's more like the real life stuff that's super fucking scary.
I agree.
While this was scary, this was not a top 5 most scary movies I've watched for the channel.
No, I mean, it would be up there, but I do agree when Roxy brought up Terrifier, I don't want to even, I'm like.
1, 2, and 3.
Like
1, 2, and 3, and you would not have lasted for Human Centipede. You wouldn't have lasted.
No, they could not. I would have. If they put me on that, I say just fire me. Just fire me. What are you even thinking?
I can't believe Greg put himself on it.
I can't. It's a bit too tough.
What kind of a person?
Cuckoo bananas person. And I do agree. You know, like she said, she was in on it. This movie, like we were sold from the very first like opening scene, and I agree. The way that they opened it up, and you're kind of looking at that VHS tape, and then just immediate harsh cut to like the house, the framing of the house, and we get the story right away, and it puts you in that place and does a really good job of it.
So I do agree that it is one of the creepiest movies. But I just, I
it
found
might be in top 5 for me, but I don't know.
I found it to be more compelling than creepy at times.
I agree.
I really was like, trying to solve the mystery.
Me
this
too.
didn't read like a book to me. We
were trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
like, is it sci-fi? Is that guy real? Like, yeah.
Totally. Captain Fernandez. Sorry, Captain Fernandez. I do that to your name every time. Sinister co-writer C. Robert Cargill said this movie was inspired by a nightmare he had after watching The Ring. Did either of you pick up on The Ring influences while watching the movie? Yeah, when the second that we see him come through the screen or go into the screen at the end, it was very Samara coded. For sure, I could see some of that, and with the long hair for both the kids, especially the daughter, and honestly the son too, when it was like hanging in front.
Yeah,
very, very.
When he comes out of the freaking box backwards.
Yeah, yes, that
no,
too.
thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So that makes sense. And The Ring is one of the only horror movies I watched as a kid or when I was young that I like remember that one.
And you, as a kid,
I haven't
Roxy,
seen it since.
That'll mess you up as a kid.
Whenever it came out. So no, I wasn't that young. I mean, I was probably like a teenager. Let's see.
Little teen.
What year? The Ring.
It came out in like 2003 or something.
Let's see. Did you watch it for the channel? 2002. Yeah, so I was 11.
I did.
I was 11 when it came out. I saw it when it came out, and that it definitely. I was like, oh my god. All right. Yeah. Final question, Jay Rushton.
Yes. Sorry. What do you guys remember the start of the VHS tapes, and what do you think of the 8mm tapes? You're asking us if we remember. We don't. We're not that old to remember the start of VHS tapes, but yeah, I do remember watching stuff on VHS tapes.
The start of VHS tapes?
Yeah, like
Jay.
Yeah, like what? We're not 70. What? Get out of here with that. And what do we think of the 8?
Hold on. When did
you don't even. It's gonna be like the 60s and 70s. It's gonna be old. Maybe even the 50s.
1976.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Exactly. No, we don't remember the start of that.
Start of them. Man.
And the 8mm use in this is great, but I especially.
It's a bit of an upsetting question, Jay.
Tell me about it.
Listen, nothing wrong with remembering that.
She wants to go on strike and not answer anything that you ever ask again.
That's honestly what I was thinking. Jay,
see?
Do you remember the start? If he had just said, do you remember VHS tapes? Yes.
He had to add in the start. Wow, oh wow, Jay. Have you really dug your own grave here today?
Be kind, please rewind. And that's my advice to you.
And 8mm even before that, I think.
Yeah, but he didn't say, do you remember the start of 8mm? He said, what do you think?
I think in the movie it's fun because we get to see him splicing and I get it, put it together, and that's useful for us because in a digital world we wouldn't have been able to do that. You know, like it wouldn't have caught on fire, all that juice, right?
I'm not giving Jay more time on this. I said what I said. Be kind, please rewind. And that's what I got for you. Tara, any final Sinister thoughts?
No, this is a great one. I loved it. Good times.
What's the most sinister thing you've ever done? Don't answer that question. Then we'll have to call the cops. Oh, and I did want to say one thing. I shouted out during the movie, but rest in peace to the guy that played the cop in this. Was James Ranson, who so talented.
Was he in Bring It On?
You said that multiple times.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, look it up. The early 2000s.
Yeah, I love that movie. I've seen it 1,000 times. I don't know who.
I think I went psycho, and I think maybe he's not.
Who do you think he is in Bring It On?
I thought he was one of the guys in that movie. Nope. Then I got mixed up.
I don't see it, but I don't know. Maybe it's non-credited or something.
Nah. R.I.P. Though he was great.
Yeah, and he did excellent in this. And I think in a movie like this, you want to toe the line between like, could you be back? Could you? And he was so earnest, and I just thought he did, a really, really great job. As did the wife and the kids and everybody involved. So, great performances across the board. Thanks for watching Sinister with us. Let us know what you want the She-Jecks to cover next. We'll see you next time. Later, Rejects.